Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Frontier Developments have pulled it out the bag once again with the Panther Clipper. I've been granted early access to this as part of the Elite Dangerous Partner Program, and for that I am eternally grateful. It means I can get early access to these ships and have a good look round and give my impressions on them. Especially like this fantastic new ship, the Panther Clipper, as you can see here in its standard configuration. What we're going to do, we're going to have a good look around the Panther Clipper, then we're going to go into outfitting. We're going to see how much things cost once we deploy the Standard and the Stella editions, what you get with the Stella edition, what you get with the Standard edition, and what my typical build from first looking at it is going to look like with all the quality life things. Then we're going to get it onto a planet and see what it's all about. Strap in. So just look at the shape of this ship. First off, I thought, yeah, it's a frog. It's definitely a frog. But no, there's definitely feline elements there. There's that panther element, like a cat on its haunches, ready to pounce. It really is. Just look at that. I mean, you're getting more detailed visuals now, obviously with this being early access, than what we saw with any of the stuff that came from Frontier Unlocked. Look at the haunches right there. Exactly where the landing gear's down. It's like it's ready to pounce, it's ready to go, it's ready to go and bite your head off. But this is a freighter, right? But I got a sneaky suspicion this is going to be an AFK ship all day long, all depending what we do with it. Lovely looking ship. I'm loving their work. Let's get cracking then. So here we are in the cockpit of the Panther Clipper. The captain, the pilot, the commander, whatever you want to call yourself, sits right in the middle. Look at that. That's not bad at all. We've got panels absolutely everywhere. And you've got space for all your buddies as well. 3 other commanders. Looking at it from the back, you can see we've got 2 chairs over there to the right. And then to the left, you've got a chair there with your chair right in the middle. And look at that. You've got quite the walkway. It's a well-designed bridge. It's not a cockpit, it's a bridge. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Now here we are. It's going through its auto dock sequence, as I'm sure a lot of people are going to be interested in. How's this thing going to get through that all? Okay, well we're going to follow it through. It's kind of all sort of like scrunched itself up. Lots of thrusters happening. Of course, I got my lights on. And it's through. No dramas at all whatsoever. Quite impressed by all of this, is what I am. And that's the flight configuration mode. So if I put the landing gear down now, that's a nice animation, isn't it? Look at that. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. It's very impressive. If we look over to the left, and the left panel comes up, you can see the rest of the bridge grinning too. Lots of space for activities. You get that sense of scale. By far, or so far, the biggest ship in the game. Still, lots of cables floating around with cable ties on them, bearing in mind this is a new ship. And, you know, this is Zorgon Peterson as well. I thought their cable management would be a little bit better. Not a fan of those cables running around the cockpit, to be perfectly honest with you. Either way, it's a small thing. I'm going to be looking out of that window. Just a shame it's got some cables knocking right at it as well. We're going to head on back to the station and have a good look at the inside statistics of this and what slots and what we can upgrade this thing with. So here we are, and we're looking through the docking process of the ship. So we're flying around, we're heading directly on auto dock for Jameson Memorial. you'll get an idea of how much space we have through the entrance and egress of this station right now. So we're not moving at what we call a fast rate of knots. The computer's doing its thing. Fortunately, there's no oncoming traffic because there's nothing that's going to get through that when this goes through it. But look, it's through. There's no negotiation there. We're coming through. And look there, we've got a Type 9. And other ships dwarfed by this thing. Just look at it. So it's starting its docking sequence. We're on our way in. It's a fantastic model. Frontier done a fantastic job of it. It really is good. And we're down. Does look very cat-like. Very cat-like. What are you thinking? Let's take a look and get it into the docking bay, shall we? So here we are, Panther Clipper. You can see I've got it right here. Right here, Panther Clipper Mark II, standard version. And this is on the buy screen. So if we look, we've got, as we know, 1, 2, 3, 4 small, 1, 2, 3, 4 medium, and 2 large hard points. With the core internals, we've got 1 lightweight alloy, an 8E power plant, 8E thrusters, 7E frameshift drive with the SCO on it. The life support is a 5E, it's a 7E for power distro, 5E for sensors, and it's got a nice big fuel tank, because you know it's going to need it. As it is, standard configuration, we're coming in at 10.68 light years laden and 12.52 light years unladen. And that cargo capacity, straight out of the showroom, is going to come in at 192 tons. Okay then. So, utility mounts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count them. And then you've got optional internals. Well, as you can imagine, you've got the super duper cargo racks, shield generators in there, all that sort of stuff you can pop in them. We're going to take a look at what we can do with this ship in this video and in future videos. But you can see I've got advanced docking computer right there, Super Cruise Assist, and advanced planetary approach suite. Now, that's fine. That's the standard version. Let's take a look at the swanky version. And when I say swanky version, there it is. That's the Panther Clipper Mark II Stella Edition. Oh yes, look at it. Look at its black, gold and greyness. Okay, what do we get with this then? Well, look at this. It's tricked up to the nines. Pulse lasers. Okay then. Multi-cannons. Okay, again. We've got 1G pulse lasers. Okay. Lightweight alloy. Alright. 8A power plant, 8A thrusters, 7A frameshift drive, 5A life support, 7A power distro. No engineered modules there, everybody. And 5A sensors. So you could probably save a little bit of weight there. Put that 5D straight off the bat. We've got shield boosters. We've got an ECM, 1-point defense, and a heatsink launcher, which is quite interesting when you consider it. Okay, optionals. So there's the 8D Mark II cargo rack. Now you don't get one of these on the standard edition, right? You've got another standard 8E cargo rack there, but the 8D you can see 384 capacity. We've got a 7A shield generator. Okay, we've got cargo racks, 2 6E cargo racks, a 6A fuel scoop. No booster here. Of course, that's an unlockable, to be perfectly honest with you. 2 5Es, a 4E, Super Cruise Assist, advanced docking computer, and a partridge in a pear tree. So, with me, I do like a scanner. I like a surface scanner, as opposed to Super Cruise Assist. A lot of people do like that Super Cruise Assist, but with the Panther Clipper, I don't know. I'd have the docking computer, but nothing else. So we've got the 7D cargo rack here, 192, and of course we've got the 8D up there as well. So that's not bad. That's coming in, right, cargo capacity, and we could probably get it a bit more as well, really, by taking the shields out and what have you. But that, over 1,000, with the quality of life things in there, that's not too shabby, in my opinion. That's not too shabby at all. Anyway, which is right for you? Would you go for the standard, less arcs, or would you go for the Stella, more arcs? And of course you're going to get ship kits as well. So we're going to deploy the Stella edition. Right, let's have a little look at that. And we'll go to outfitting. So here we are, everybody. This is the standard edition. We're going to change our ship to... Where is it? Where is it? Where's it gone? Use this ship, the Stella edition. Right, cool. All the turrets, which I expected, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's take a look in here, outfitting. So, we've got space here, right? We've got a lot of space. So, pulse lasers, you may want to change those out. That's completely up to you. Multi-cannons with the turrets right there. We've got all of the things in here. So, engineering could really help you out in regards to this. But if you look at this, this is not a bad ship. Not a bad ship at all. These 8D and 7D cargo racks, this is the key item here for the Panther Clipper, in my opinion. Okay, so let's take a look at the outfitting then, and let's see how much these things actually cost. So, cargo racks, of course, everything available at Jameson. 4.3 million for an 8D, and 1.718 million, give or take the shouting, for a 7D. That's not so bad. That's not so bad at all. Let's have a good play around now. What we'll do, go to the shipyard, manage your ships. Those are the ones that you get, the standard ones that you get. Panther Clipper, Mark 1. We are going to deploy that pre-built ship. There it is. Now, it's quite interesting. We go to purchase ships. We've deployed all the ones we've got now. We're having a good scoot around. 264,433,384 credits is what this is going to set you back. Boom. We'll have it. Store that current ship. We've got our blank canvas. Okay then, so let's take a look at the livery section. Now we can make this into whatever we want because we've got the paint job that came with the Stella version. We're fortunate, thank you very much Frontier for that. So it's going to be interesting to see what you get. So the paint job is called Freighter Gold. Okay. We're going to go back. Weapon detailing, yeah, okay, well we're going to have a bit of yellow I suppose. Engine detailing, well, some of my colours in there. Absolutely fantastic. Right. Have they given me the Panther Clipper decal? They have. The Panther Clipper Owners Club. We've got it. Not too shabby. It's quite a nice logo there when you think about it, isn't it? It's not bad at all. Right, so we've got all of that. Ship kits. So we've got some spoilers at the back. We're going to go through this in detail. We'll go with, I don't know, we'll go with the standard one. The Merchant spoiler too. Like a nice spoiler, I do. Wings. What have we got? Just little noddies, really. They couldn't make it too heavy, could they? It would never get out the door. And on the bumper, you've got the Panther Clipper prong. So we'll have that prong on there as well. But you're also given the option of some additional side wings. Some sort of like throat gills, so to speak. And on the tail, well, we got a little bit of extra stuff there on the tail. Good for us. So that was the livery section. And we'll see what that looks like when we get back to the surface. Let's go on to outfitting. Let's go straight into core internals. So lightweight alloy. Yeah, I'm never a fan of lightweight alloy. We're going to replace some of these modules just as they got like on the Stella version. We'll put an 8A power plant in there. We don't want any of this other stuff. We go into thrusters. Of course, you want A-rate it. Why not? You want this to move, don't you? There's a 7E drive there. We're going to give it a 7A with frame shift drive. Of course, you have the option as well to use some of these others if you've got them knocking about. Some of the special frame shift drives as well. Either way, there it is. Straight away at the 21. Life support. It's going to be a 5D, isn't it, really? You know, I mean, what are you going to do with this? Although you might want to put in a 5A because you're not going to get anywhere quick with this. Power distro, replace that module. There you are, 7A. Of course, you may be lucky to get that 6A there. Weapons capacity is down quite considerably. This was a community goal thing. 7A, there you go. All the weapons capacity you could possibly need. But if you're running turrets, you don't really need that, do you? Sensors, again, we're going to go in there and we're going to say 5D. 21.65. Okay then. So, in this slot up here, we are going to swap that down there. Right, so we've swapped that out. The Mark II storage compartment, we said we wanted the 7D rack. Buy and equip. And we want the 8D rack right up the top. Buy and equip. Brilliant. So, shields then. You know what? We're going to sell that. We're going to put another 8 in it. An 8E this time. Buy and equip. If we go to... We'll put a 6A shield in. And why not? Replace that with some cargo racks. Of course, we'll go with the 6E. Replace that one with a 6E. Get an FSD booster in. Why not? We're up to 32.65 light years. And with more space. We don't want that super cruise assist. We're going to pop in a surface scanner. The advanced docking computer suits me fine. And we've got 2 more slots. Now you can either put in a fuel scoop there, or you can just trick it out for a bit of cargo. So this is a 5E. And of course we've got the 4. So we'll put the 4E in there as well. Job done. You could get a bit more, take rid of that docking computer. So you've got 3 tons there, and you might not want that. Fine. And also you've got that shield generator. So if I was going to go anywhere, this is how my optional internals and like core internals would be. I would be tempted perhaps to replace that and possibly put in military composite in there. Quite possibly. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, weapons then. We could put in some lovely beams. Right? Why not? We got the power from. We got more beams. I think guns are going to be heavy, but are pretty good on the power. Who knows? And you see all this is impacting us quite considerably. On our jump range. And of course you could put beams or pulse lasers or whatever it is you wanted to put in there. You know, I mean, it would make virtually no difference what you put in. Now, I'm doing this. I just want to see what it looks like. How does it fly? You know, I mean, how would you do it? There are going to be people doing all sorts of nonsense in regards to this ship. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Now, okay, I've got beam lasers, fragment cannons, pulse lasers. Some people might go say, hey, I'm going to go all machine guns and go for a smaller power distro. Got to be careful there, because if you do that, then you're going to be in a world of hurt when you try boosting or getting out of dodge. So we're tricked up, right, to the nines now. You have the option as well, right, to go with some additional utility mounts as well. And I think, you know, it's going to be, for me, it's going to have to be an ECM. Hit that, you can destroy people's limpets coming in to beef you. And then it's going to have to be point defense. At least. We'll see how this goes. I want to get this out and flying and see the weapon placement. What do you say? It certainly is a nice looking ship, isn't it? It really is a nice looking ship. Up go the landing gear. It's into its flight configuration. Quite sleek and streamlined, considering we've got an awful lot of tonnage there. There it goes, very gingerly through the entrance and egress. Looks like there was a little bit of space there to the left-hand side of it. Not so bad. How much storage have we got with this configuration? 1,136 tons. You could get a little bit more. No shields. Take out the frameshift drive booster. 1 or 2 ton more if you get rid of the quality of life modules. That's not bad. Either way, you know what we're going to do now? We're going to stay quiet. And it's all about the boost. Ready? It's all about the boost. Are we ready? Right, so from a standstill, Class A thrusters. Ooh, that's a veritable explosion, that is, isn't it? There's almost like a little bit of reverb, or a like a raspberry it gives. Listen, just as you press that button. Here it goes. There it is. Right, okay, it's a little bit dark where we are, but you know what? We can just turn this baby around so we can get the sunlight on us. Or is it blocking out the sun? Either way, it does look quite good, doesn't it? You know, it did. Oh, there we are. We got a little bit of sunlight on us. Let's deploy the weapons. Weapons have been deployed. Okay, then. It's not bad, is it? Now, here's the thing. Utility mounts. The weapons. If I go back in, obviously I've got to set my fire groups up. That's me being excited. Look at them all. Bloody mental. Bloody mental is what it is. Let's get back onto the external camera. Down here, what we got? Nothing seems to be firing. Let's have a look. Power to weapons. 4 again. Right, because they're turreted. And those 2 are fixed. We need to go into ship. Forward fire. Let's try that again. Right, okay. Look at that! The guns rat-a-tatting. Oh, that's amazing. I'm very impressed with that. And of course you got the extrusion of the heat manifold right there. Oh, what a lovely ship. People are going to love this. Are you loving this? It's not bad at all. Let's get it planet side and see how this baby operates. So, let's put all those away. We've got a planet in mind. It's not too far away. Quite a slow turning arc. We're jumping. Oof, look at this. We're moving. It's going to be like an oil tanker. Look at it. Okay, here we go. See, decent view out the windows. You know, I think I quite like the idea of this. Lots of handles up. Yeah, how you'd be hanging on to them, I just don't know. Looking at the roof. Yeah, nice place to be. But let's see what's going on here then. So, we're coming in. We're going to put somewhere on the sunny side of A2 in Shinrata. Yeah, I mean, it's sluggish, but it's not like, you know, moving a planet. It's not bad. You know, I'm quite impressed. Let's take a look now. Let's go and set down here somewhere. So we can get out and have a good walk around, if you know what I mean. We're slowing down. We sure are slowing down. And as we approach this planet, just look at it. It's a nice place to be, this ship. The underneath doesn't get an awful lot of love generally, does it? You know, it doesn't get an awful lot of notice. Right, the planet's surface is coming up awfully quick. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. And here we go. We are so going in. Oh, we're so going in. Look at this. Good engine sound. So in the glide, lots of noise now we're in the atmosphere, so to speak. So we're heading on down. We're going to try and land and have a good look around this thing. Bit of thrusters. Bit of landing gear. Here we go. It's going to go from me to you, from you to me, left a bit, right a bit, up a bit, down a bit. Look at this. It's having a think. And this is what the problem's going to be with the Panther Clipper. Landing the bus. Oh, we're down, baby. We're down. Now look at this. In the light of day. Fantastic looking ship. Look at it. How cool is it? It really is something. It really is something. I like that paint job as well. So, they wanted to encourage people to get out and about. And you're going to have your eye out with that spike, aren't you? So, let's do that then. Disembark. We're disembarking, you know. Right, we're down. Just look at the scale of this thing.
Dangerously high temperature detected.
Let me in, I want to walk around my Panther Clipper. Getting up there's going to be a problem. What about getting in there? Ooh, look, we're in the housing of the landing gear. Now we're in the landing gear. That's a bit heavy, isn't it? How are we going to get out of there then?
Shield activated. Shield deactivated.
Of course, I pick a high G world, don't I? Which is just bloody typical. Even with my super special suit. It's not bad. It's quite nice to have a good look around, isn't it? Let's look at those. Let's get under there.
Shield activated. Shield deactivated.
That lovely sort of purple. I've had some heat through their nozzles. Really good artwork on this. Around the back. Some sort of cargo bay. Which is interesting. Look at that. Great looking ship. Great looking ship. Let's board the ship. Interesting stuff. Really interesting stuff. Having a good look around it. You've always got that big back door there, look, you know. I've always said we're missing things like tanks and stuff in Elite Dangerous. Good model, however, good model. Shame I couldn't get on top of that. Perhaps we'll do that in a later video. There's that pointy thing. Of course, we've got the lights. That's blinding, isn't it? What a nice looking ship. Well, everyone, this has been my first look at the Panther Clipper. More videos to follow. You know me. And we'll be streaming this as well as soon as we possibly can. Hope you've enjoyed it. Will you be in the Panther Clipper Owners Club? Kind of makes sense, doesn't it, really? Especially with system colonization. I've been Ricardo. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon.